You just fuck people up.
The old boss is easy
You
now.
walk bang in and you just fuck people up.
Yeah.
And you start kicking people.
It's like going down to tier
Yeah.
one again.
Absolutely. It's
And you're
great.
like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
true. That's very true.
Bowels.
I'm
trying to
slip
Did you say
and
your
slide.
balls?
That's how you said
sounds
balls.
like sound
You
like
said
balls.
balls.
You went like this. You're
All
like,
my balls. I don't know what you're going for. Everyone heard my balls.
We're gonna linger on that long because you just kept going on about my balls. I said
balls.
bowels.
Oh,
this is close.
very much
said,
felt like it was balls.
Bowels.
But if you do a bowels like my body, like you
Yeah.
gotta, when you drag
dragged
out the
out
word, you gotta understand people are gonna start hearing different things.
True.
It's, I know.
Well, people are
I
gonna
know
hear
it
what they
looks
want
easy.
to hear.
And I did want to hear that.
What's up with your bowels?
Oh, they're trying to slip and slide, dude.
Why?
I've got
Something you ate or something you need?
lava sauce all through my intestines.
Oh, did you
right
lava
now.
up?
That was last night.
How was that, by the way?
It was good. Yeah, it was. It's like basically it's like their queso with a little bit
They
of
being the Taco Bell.
they being the Bell, laced their nacho
Laced
cheese
it.
with
Crack.
with a nice spice. With a nice
That's,
spice.
yeah, spice is synthetic weed. So maybe.
Okay. What?
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking K2.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that shit'll
Oh.
flatline your heart.
You're
instantly.
talking about like the different heights and elevations of Mount Everest?
Yeah.
Yeah, Camp
That's,
K2.
they say how many
Yeah.
people a year die from K2.
Right.
Right.
It's like the elevation.
Yeah,
Is that what it
elevation
is?
thing.
It gets morbid
Depends
up there.
how high you get.
Right.
There's
right.
bodies, right? That are
Yes.
just like frozen up there.
Green Boots is there are bodies that are landmarkers.
Jeez.
Because it becomes so
I-
dangerous that you can't really go out onto like these edges where people pass to clear them up.
I was
It's too
reading.
dangerous.
I was reading a headline
Wild.
from a couple weeks ago, just in like news app, and it was like, hiker, climber, like climbing Mount Everest, like what they did when they discovered someone frozen on Mount Everest, and I'm just like, were they like kick the body back down the,
It's not
the
like
fucking hill or
one
whatever?
or-
And I'm reading it, and it's like, oh, they were like frozen, like stuck,
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
frozen, like not from ice, like I'm dangling on the side of the cliff. And they're like,
Oh.
oh, that guy, I'll help that guy. And it was just like, it was just one of the, what are they called? The people that like help people climb Mount
like
Everest.
the Sherpas.
Yeah. There was like a Sherpa, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta save that guy," and just like save some guy
Yeah.
that was on the side of Everest that he was not with, and
Yeah.
like, brought him back to a camp. But I was blown away because I read it and went like, "Oh, they found a frozen guy. No shit.
Yeah.
It's Mount Everest,
Yeah.
not like
Holy.
frozen in fear."
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Right, which I guess was what it meant. I mean, he was also probably frozen as well.
Right.
But he was alive, was the point, and that blew me
Damn.
away.
Oh,
like,
wait. He froze but was alive.
no, I don't think he physically froze.
Got it. He
I'm
was-
saying
with fear.
He was stuck.
Stuck.
It
Yeah.
was
But
like stun-
contextually,
Exactly. When you're talking about Mount Everest,
where there are lots of frozen bodies.
Right.
That's such a confusing.
And
the
it was-
headline
I was
game,
reading
man.
it, and it was talking about the person being alive. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking?
Yeah.
What?
The crunchy blinks.
Dude,
and
that
he's
was
like, I'm still here.
That was Brendan Fraser. It was like the caveman.
Oh yeah.
What was the name of that
Caveman?
one? Encino something? Encino Man.
Encino
Oh, Encino Royale.
I got it.
Encino Man. He
got
was. Wow, he was so
Frozen Man.
young and like
He was young and
thin
fit,
and
bro.
fit as fuck.
He was fit as fuck.
Wait, is that the
Brendan
That's what he
comedy
did?
where he's a caveman out of time?
Encino,
Oh,
what he
yeah.
did when he
Yeah.
was Tarzan.
Yeah.
Very old.
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
Yep.
He was, that man was,
That was a good time later though. That was post Mummy. This was pre Mummy.
oh, Mummy was
Encino Man, he was a
good.
kid. He was a kid.
It's true.
Yeah, he
Yeah, because
was.
like
He's
Mummy
very
was.
Him
young.
and was it Pauly Shore?
Pauly
Yes.
Shore. Yeah.
That dates it right there.
It does. Like, what is that other movie he had? that he was known for?
Biodome?
Yeah,
Biodome.
Biodome. I was thinking Biosphere, but I don't know. Yeah, Mummy was essentially.
Mummy is
Fraser's
awesome, by the way. It
it's-
holds up.
It's
Yeah, it
very
does.
good.
I've seen it, and I say that I have watched it
does.
multiple times.
We
over the
watched
last
it in
several
theaters.
years.
Theaters recently.
Yeah, I've seen that
hosted
movie so
like
many
a-
times.
Yeah, you hosted like an Achievement
It's
Hunter.
fucking
viewing.
good. It's
Yeah.
a good movie.
It was one of my faves. I wore that VHS down. That and Terminator, I just watched a bunch. Yeah, it's like, give me the movie. But yeah, that was like his turn to more serious acting, because otherwise he was kind of in some like campy college level or college humor style, not college humor like the website.
Right, we got it.
Anyway, movies, and then yeah, he went more serious.
Like Bedazzled.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that movie.
yeah. That was
That
good.
was so good.
Well, you just got to get out there and give 110%, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like, so he became an
What a-
NBA
what a-
player, but
what
he
a,
was
like-
also
His
like,
penis
what a, like-
was super small.
Yeah.
What
he
a
was
like
also
Mike
not smart.
Myers script.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be every character.
Yes, and you're gonna have a different
Yeah.
accent, a different like.
There's people.
He
There's
was
people
a
that do that where
Pulitzer
it's like that
Prize
genre, like Eddie
writer,
Murphy.
but
Character
then
actor.
he was
Right. But I mean, even like in one film, like we're gonna play 9 people. Like
Right.
Mike Myers has done that like 9
Austin
times,
Powers,
you know,
case in
and
point.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy's done
it
it.
was awesome.
Brendan Fraser is not like. I don't think he's done it in that movie. And
Yeah.
it was just it was
Dude.
good. I don't know how well that movie holds up, but
I
it was
enjoyed
crazy
it.
at the time.
People
Which
today
one?
could be saying Michael who. Just just bedazzled. Or one of these like I want to be like rich and powerful, and he was a
He
drug
wakes up
dealer.
it's like a Mexican
yeah,
cartel.
yeah.
Yes. He
He's
comes
like,
downstairs and-
Mis Establos.
He goes, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, but it's all in Spanish.
It's all in
And he goes,
Spanish.
I do speak Spanish,
Yeah.
but it's all, you know, again, subtitled.
And then he like walks over to like the plant because he's like, yo, Hefe, you gotta inspect the product.
Uh-huh.
He walks over and is like, so what is this? We got an issue here because of something like a sugar. Or he goes, Hi, it's cocaine. Hi, it's cocaine. I was like, this is awesome.
That
He's
was
like,
like
I
this film
can't
where
put that. It's
beautiful
cocaine.
Elizabeth Hurley is the devil.
Oh,
yes,
And they
Elizabeth
they made
Hurley.
a deal
It
where
was
he gets
a-
a number of wishes, and they're not good. She
It's-
doesn't
it's
want to
the
give him
monkey's
good
paw
wishes.
Yeah, it's a monkey's paw situation. Yeah, for sure.
So it's like the genie, except everything's got a bad end.
And he's doing all this
Careful
because of a
with your
girl.
wishes. Yeah, because Elizabeth Hurley is hot.
Well,
I know. He's trying to win over somebody, and he's
he's
like,
trying to win over
if I
the
could be
wrong
rich
girl.
and powerful,
Allison.
or like an athlete.
Yeah.
Should have wished.
Or he was a Pulitzer Prize like
for a tonal.
writer.
Oh, and he was very emotional.
he
They
was-
weren't invented yet.
But that's
Oh, that was when he was a
wish,
beach
yo.
dude.
Because he would
Yeah,
like cry
but-
and everything.
yeah,
or whatever.
but the genie would trick.
When
with
he was the
devil,
really
sorry,
good-looking,
you said-
like
devil would
smart
trick.
Yeah.
Pulitzer Prize person. And then he got with Allison, brings her home, and he's like, his husband's there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was great.
He's like, well. He's just on the bed, just like. And he's just, yeah, he turns to Allison and he's like, just kiss me. And then they kiss and he goes, yep, I'm gay. And she goes, okay, bye.
So he like ends them somehow. I don't remember. We just, like-
He ends them because he.
no, I
he-
just remember there's like a way to do it.
Oh, no, it's the phone.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the little, like, he texts, like,
sure
six,
that phone is
666.
big.
In Spanish, he's like, yes. And he's falling out of the chopper. I
So
watched
what
that
did he
movie
get,
way
like
too many
5
times.
wishes then?
Yeah, he got a handful, yeah. Because he was the beach guy, he was the athlete, he was the writer, he was
Man,
the
you remember
drug
this
dealer.
movie very well. When's the last time you've seen it?
Last week.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie.
It's a weekly
ages.
routine.
Right.
This
guy's
I
mummy
very
in
much
it.
enjoyed
Yeah.
the movie. It was a good one. I enjoyed it.
You mustn't read from the book.
Yesterday, what was it? Not yesterday. 2 nights ago, rewatched Pitch Perfect.
Pitch
How
Perfect
perfect was
is a
it?
good movie.
I've never seen it.
It's
never seen
really
this.
good.
What?
I've never seen those films.
You've never seen
Any of
Pitch
them?
Perfect?
No,
Cup Song?
I've never seen those films.
I gotta take it for
I've seen
Not
Now
me.
You See Me, Now You Don't, 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
But I watched them on a plane, which is the only
That's
reason I've seen
very
We're
good
just
plane
like-
movies.
Suck the cock.
Yes, yes,
when the
yes.
card was
Where
like-
it's just going, instead of actual card tricks or a plot, they just go, what if just magic at all times?
What if
Right.
magic
And
was
it's
just
like,
real?
but we're gonna pretend like it's not magic, that it's sleight of hand, where people are just going like this with a card, it's flying
Yep,
around the room,
flying around
like,
the room.
around
They're
people's
trying
head.
to keep it from like the security guards. There's like, shoo, shoo.
That I'm just like, do a magic trick.
Right.
Like, do a fucking magic trick, you
Yeah.
motherfucker. This is stupid.
So
You're literally just handing the card around in impossible ways.
Yep.
It's not
Yeah.
impossible.
You know
It's
what?
magic.
That, honestly, again, I would have been happier if it just flew around the fucking room.
Nah, dude. It was like
Magic.
It's like if Fast and Furious just jumped straight to 8, and that's where it began.
Dude, you should watch Pitch Perfect. You appreciate it. It's just like a cappella singers, but the comedy is good. It's there. You have like the guy group that are like they're the hot shit.
Is it like grown up? Is it
they're
grown up High School Musical?
They're the troublemakers.
Yes.
You know
The
what I mean?
trouble-
I love
the
all those guys.
troublemakers.
Like, you're gonna love it. Here, let me
Barton
explain it.
Bellas.
The guy's explaining High School Musical, which he hates.
No, I hate that. But Martin Bellas.
This
you know what I'm
is
saying?
different,
It's different.
okay?
It's different.
There's no Sharpays, but there are these people.
Dude,
I'm sure.
Is anyone banging
when the
on
troublemakers
pots and
finished
pans?
their, when they no,
Troublemakers?
But when the Troublemakers finish their set, and then their lead Bumper goes up to the Bellas.
His name is Bumper.
Bumper's
Just
Adam,
Bumper.
Adam Devine.
Yeah. Didn't they make a Bumper movie?
That feels
They did, yeah.
no.
Bumper's
It's a
all-
miniseries.
It's a miniseries.
Bumper's
That's what it is.
Big
Yeah.
Break
That's how
or
I know
something
his
like
name's
that.
Bumper.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
watched it and I went, oh, this is a pitch perfect.
Me and
thing. I've never
Destiny
seen
watched a couple. It must have been a couple
this.
episodes.
Goes to
of it.
another country or something.
Yeah.
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 You know.
He just like walks out, he goes to the bells, he's like, you guys suck. Anyway, sisters before misters! And he like walks away. It's great. It's fucking great.
It's a good movie.
There's 3 of them, right?
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
Do they have
yeah.
like?
Dude, I was watching the
is it
second
like-
one.
Is it like the whole cast?
Bro,
for all
this.
3?
Yes.
Like the same? core
Yes.
cast?
Some are less like, because they're all in like college, they're
moved
less
on.
featured. So like, oh, I'm out of college now, so I'm doing this thing.
So who's the main characters? It's what's her name? Anna
Haley Steinfeld is in the second one and becomes the main character in the second one and third one. But what is her name?
You're thinking of the redhead.
The
right?
actress or the character?
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she in the
Kendrick.
third one?
Because she's the lead, right?
Ooh.
Or is she one of the leads?
Is she in the third
She-
one?
That's why. See, I never watched the third one, so I don't know.
The cup song is
I-
essentially.
It's Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, the Cup song is the first one. And then the Flashlight is the second one. That's Haley Steinfeld's song. And third one's been a while since I watched it. But second one has Das Sound Machine.
Das Sound.
It's the German.
Which is the
Acapella
person that's
group.
in the Bumper show.
That's cool.
It's him.
That's cool.
That man.
I just
I
like
didn't
the
read all
interaction.
synopsis, just that.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's who he meets in the other.
the
Don't wanna
two
spoil it.
the two leads for Death Sound Machine is like a woman, a German woman and a German man, and they go up to like the Bellas and just like insult them.
Mhm.
And Anna Kendrick's responses are always just like, "Well, you gorgeous specimen, I don't like how perfect your hair is." And so like every time she tries to insult him, it's just like, "I don't like the way you're making me feel sexually right now."
Making him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like she just keeps trying to insult like Death Sound Machine, and she just keeps giving him compliments, and she's like, "Fuck, why do you keep doing that?" It's good. It's good stuff. I enjoy it.
It's a perfect early 2000s movie, I
Yeah.
imagine. It's just like it captured.
Is it that old?
I think
Pitch
it's
Perfect.
pretty
It's like
2010.
2010s?
Yeah.
Okay.
so early.
So I'm just saying, it made the.
But I feel
2010s.
like
Got
it
it.
tries to encompass like.
But it has that feel. And I was blown away. I was telling Joe like earlier, like movies in that time frame feel like it's not all that long ago, and so they should stand up, like the CG and all of that. But like
Bro, the second someone takes a phone out, it dates it.
it dates it right
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, it
Barbara's
does.
watching Gossip Girl. I'm going, damn, how old is this? And it's really not that
seriously.
old. But like for example,
Smartphone world is like 2012, 2013 on.
Yeah.
And then like anything before
Popular,
that, it looks like
yeah.
the fucking Stone Age.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like the phones were there, but they weren't widespread because they were costly.
It was also just a phone call or a text.
Right.
And that's it.
Pager, beep beep. But we were like, Barbara and I came back from the beach to take it back, and our internet was out, so we were like, we gotta go old school. We pulled out all the DVDs we own, and we were like, let's just find a movie to watch. And we got down to Inception versus Valentine's Day. Totally different vibes. Totally different vibes.
That's awesome.
But they
Which
were.
one's Valentine's Day?
It's the one with like
The-
basically, like it's a star-studded cast. Anne Hathaway is the first person that comes to mind that I remember the name of. But I think they both came out, and I'm very close together, but in that 2010 range. And I was just so blown away by it. Maybe it's just like in my brain, like how well Inception holds up because. And maybe it's a difference of budget and what they're after. One's like a rom-com, and it's just like very good, heartfelt kind of movie. But like, it was wild to see like Valentine's Day, which was I think technically newer, it felt so early 2000s, whereas Inception feels like into the
Closer to now.
teens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just so blown away. And so that's like the turn of like the knots to the teens in the 2000s. Like it's wild how I look back on how those movies hold up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why Pitch Perfect doesn't feel maybe as old as it is, but it's I don't know. It's like in that sweet
Yeah.
spot of like it definitely feels like early 2000s, but like it's not that old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel
It's
like
weird.
to compete with current like technologies today, where you wouldn't be like, whoa, it's like 10 years. That's like the line.
Yeah.
I feel like from now. Like if you're going back, like it's like, oh, there's an iPhone 7, you know, or whatever. But it's when you make that jump, when you see people go like, or name drop BlackBerry, you're like, oh, that was
Yeah.
like, that was the precursor to where we're
Palm
at now.
Pilot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's
Fraser
crazy how
flip
fast that
phones.
happened, right? Like I remember living in phones and Blackberries and whatever, and smartphone was like a thing that you could have or not have. I didn't know anybody.
The
with a
Razor.
smartphone.
The Razor was the most revolutionary.
But I mean, even like
Cool.
the Razor.
I think the BlackBerry was the revolutionary.
The BlackBerry was
Razor
revolutionary in
No.
like a smartphone.
The sidekick.
Joe's
Smart-
just
like a
fucking
business.
doesn't know what he's saying.
I
He doesn't know
think-
what he's saying.
No, that's like all the
The
business
iPhone
people
came
had
out.
BlackBerry.
But I think I remember though, like the iPhone came out, it's like you didn't need one.
No,
Like,
that was
and there was it was not like this or an alternative. There was like a million phones and then that. And now it's like, which smartphone do you have?
Yeah.
Because it's like, good luck being alive in society without one. 'Cause
Yeah.
It does everything.
Yes. I remember.
Honestly, like even a cheap smartphone is like $100. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that's just it's taken over. Like
Yes.
you don't not have a smartphone.
I remember vividly convinced. I was like,
Yo, wait, technology.
True. I was in college, I was walking to classes, I had my old iPod, and I'm like, I don't really need my phone to play the music because it has way less carrying capacity, and I've got an iPod. Why do I need both? But now that they're both there, I'm kind of going, or all in one, I'm kind of going, yeah, I like one.
Look at that man's
connectivity.
fucking
What do you look
He's
at?
fucking?
What do you,
triceps, bro.
Yeah, they're busting out there.
what do you want to? Oh, I could do like a little like.
He's primal.
You know what I mean?
What in the hell?
A
go,
slight
baby.
decline.
Michael, you think you can do one push-up
hell
with me
is
sitting
going on
on
with
The
you?
the
lights are going wild, and I think it's
Go
'cause
wild.
It's boys gone wild. Boys gone wild.
I'll plank walk out of here.
All right, you got it. You got it, Michael.
Yeah, just don't pan the
Okay.
camera.
Go have
He'll
fun.
get out of frame by
Bye.
himself.
Keep going. Nope, that's not a plank walk. That's you.
Ooh, something crunched.
I'm fine.
Is that a paraphone you got in your hand?
Michael, you left it.
What?
Your vortex.
Go back. It comes to me like Mjolnir.